everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having a fantastic day. Now in this video, I will be reviewing the Marvel Legends series Hulkbuster, which is part of their 85th anniversary wave. The figure comes in this huge packaging wherein the front has a very huge window wherein you can see the figure inside. And then at the back, there's a photo of the figure from the comics and a short biography of Hulkbuster. Now, let us crack this thing open and see if Marvel Legends did justice to this character in action figure form. Out of the box, I guess the figure is not fully assembled because there are these two parts. This will form the front part of the torso, and then this will be the back. And then he has these two, I'm guessing, boosters, which will go here. Two alternate close fist hands. So he has two pairs of hands, a pair of closed fists, and that semi-open palm hand. And then finally, he has this unmasked head, which I think is pretty well made for a comic version Tony Stark. I think he does resemble Tony Stark. So to assemble it, there is this specific shape. Without the chest and back armor, this is how the torso looks at the front. Then at the back, some silver painting would have benefited this figure because the mold is there, but there's no color. But I'm thinking maybe they thought that, well, this will just be covered up by the back armor, so I guess that's why they didn't color it. Let's put the front chest armor. Now the back armor, which has this connection point, 1, 2, which should be connected to those two. Okay. This is how it looks like with the chest armor and back armor equipped. To put the unmasked head, you can easily pop this one. So here is how it looks like without the helmet of the Hulkbuster. Can you put the helmet with the unmasked head? No, because that's the connector. They have the same connector. Love the details they put here. Again, this sculpted detail would have been benefited with more painting. For the hands, you can remove this easily and then replace it with the clothespin hand. And I guess that covers all the accessories of this Hulkbuster. The figure scales at 9.5 inches or around 24 centimeters. Now let's have a closer look at the figure's sculpt and details. For the red, I think they just use a red plastic and then they use some gold and silver paint. I do love that they added some molded details on the head sculpt. And I think that the gold and silver is very well painted. Some portions of the figure are painted with gold. Though when it comes to the lower part of the torso, it is unpainted. Instead, they use gold plastic. Since this is a huge part of the figure, I wish they also painted this portion. Same thing as to this portion of the armor that covers the knee. This is also with gold colored plastic instead of paint. I do love that they added some texture on Iron Man's arc reactor instead of just making it a flat surface. They did add some silver paint to show some of the Hulkbuster's internal parts. I specifically like this silver paint that they added on the leg arm. Overall, I think the only thing that I don't like on the finish of this figure is the use of the gold plastic here in the lower portion of the body. I think it would have benefited more if they just painted those gold portion, but I guess that is Hasbro's way of cutting costs. Let us now go with the figure's articulation. For the head articulation, because of the design of the Hulkbuster, it can only do this. The shoulder armors are connected separately, so you can move them independently against the arms. Although I guess, despite thinking that this is a good idea on the first thing I notice it, but it will become a limitation when you're trying to rotate the arms, because the shoulder armor can only move up to here. Same thing if you rotate it from the back. It can do the T-pose up to that. And then this is a single joint. So it's only up to 95 degrees in range when it comes to the elbow. The arms can rotate, and they do have peg if you want to move them like this. The abdominal cut gives it the rotational articulation, so you can rotate it like that. But because of the shape of the lower portion of the body, it practically has no range moving it forward, or even backward. It has waist rotation. For the legs, it has thigh articulation, double jointed knee, And try this one. And we have that, that, and then ankle pivot. This is soft plastic, so it doesn't hinder the articulation of this. You can kick forward that far, then it can kick backward that much. And finally, it can do the bend them that much. Overall, despite the lack of paint in some areas, this is still a pretty well made figure by Hasbro. Honestly, when they announced that they were gonna create a comic version Hulkbuster, I thought that it will look pretty boring, but they were able to add certain pictures and sculpt on the figure, which made the Hulkbuster look pretty interesting. And I guess for me, it is a must buy, especially if you are a huge Iron Man fan. I think this will replace my Marvel Select Hulkbuster, which is my comic version Hulkbuster currently in my display shelf. Because, yeah, as I said, sculpt wise, this looks much better than that. Anyway, guys, if you reached this part of my video, thanks a lot. If you like my video, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, guys, enjoy life and keep collecting.